Welcome everyone. This is the inaugural, what are we calling it? Unnecessary roughness, I believe.
Australia.
Unnecessary roughness Australia.
Don't get it twisted.
Later. This is topic, podcast, whatever, NFL related. We have a bit of an Aussie Vegemite Tim Tam, bit of a lemon flavour.
A zest.
A zest. That's a great way of putting it. Thanks for all joining us. There are millions of listeners, I'm sure. I'm Mitch. We got Flegger, Auto Draft Masters.
AKA the reigning champion.
That too. We got Gus, if it ain't CMC, it ain't right. Still.
If it ain't CMC, I don't want it.
And we've got Aiden Floppy Potts over there.
Floppy Pot.
In his little lampshade corner.
Lampshade corner. I will say I'm probably the best dressed here out of all you blokes.
Yeah,
I actually dressed the attire, you know.
You did. Yeah. I'll give you. You got 10 for the outfit.
What's the go there?
Yeah, I'm a free agent, as you can see. I got the NBA 2K grey shirt on.
Hasn't unlocked his character
but
yet.
I'm just waiting to see who's the Super Bowl favourites. If there's any injury in pre-season, then I'll jump on the bandwagon. So.
Smart move.
Do have a Tom Brady one somewhere in the closet, but he's not playing, so can't really go for that. So I guess we'll get into it while we're doing this real quickly. Really, it just started off as a fantasy comp last year. Us four boys were all in it, and to be honest, I think for a lot of us who has anyone ever got into NFL before?
I'll just jump in and say it was life changing.
Life changing.
Yeah, that's why we're doing it this year. So in regards to not only fantasy again, but also the podcast, we decided to not resurrect. We've never done it before, but we spoke like we should be on a podcast, right? What do you reckon, Gussie?
I reckon we've just taken the stakes a lot higher. Like we go from, like you said, we go from fantasy and now we're doing podcasts. What's next? They're going to get us at the draft next year. You know what I mean? We're going to be announcing the first overall next year. It'd be pretty cool.
I just have visions of running the 40.
Yeah.
In this attire.
On the stopwatch. You're on the stopwatch of your clipboard.
Yeah.
You got the new Tyreek coming in.
Deion Sanders watching me licking his lips.
I can see it.
He looks like a
in your thongs.
A good niche for it, you know.
And by thongs, I mean one of the selections you have to put under your fucking footy shorts.
Nah, last year was good, eh? Like I'm into my NFL, but last year was the first time I'd got into the whole fantasy side of it, and I reckon it was unreal. My wife hated me for that period of 17, 18 games, but we're good.
See, I would say I would call myself like the Puka Nacua of fucking fantasy football.
What? Undrafted.
Not sorry, just picked up off the side. You didn't really expect much of him, but then all of a sudden, first few games he's blown out and he's sitting at the top of the ladder, and fucking you pick him up off the waivers and all of a sudden he's fucking edging around last place. What are you laughing at, cunt? That's exactly the analogy that you were after.
We'll get into this very shortly. We'll talk about the recap last year.
Well, who do you think you were? Who do you think you were?
You look the Laporta body.
One of the best rookie receivers of possibly all rookie seasons of all time.
You're looking at him.
And Flag, what was your experience with? We'll get back to that later. I'm not dealing with that now.
Come into it pretty slow. Didn't really know what I was doing.
0-3, wasn't it?
Yeah, 0-3. But ever since 0-3, CeeDee Lamb come off the bye week and up we went.
Fucking CeeDee Lamb.
So when we get this out of the way, the recap last year. So you're looking. So in these section here, you got the top 3, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, but
this was top. It's in order as well.
Order too. So that helps the viewer.
If we don't do the finals and everything, it was first, it was second, it was third, but it was first, second,
Fletcher
third, winner.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
The cookies.
Respectfully.
So there's a 3. And
What'd you win?
If we had 4 more seats in between there,
what'd you win?
And that would be Potts' plate.
Little trophy.
Big Potts' play, did you say?
Yeah, we just need 4 more chairs in between there. So 1, 2, 3, skip a few.
We're playing for
4 more, cunt. I came fucking 5th, didn't I?
We're playing for the trophy.
No way. That gets bigger and bigger every freaking day.
You would have come dead
top
last.
4,
Essentially, this is a rundown. So I was a regular season. I was a flat track bully. I think I only got dusted by the 2 worst players in the comp.
Yeah, you did that.
And so I was big $1.10 favourite to beat out. Fletcher was 4th, I think. Did he come 4th?
He just come home straight from the end.
Yeah.
No. Tobias snuck in there because he had to do a trade with me in the last couple of rounds.
That's right.
To get him into the top 4.
Just quietly, that trade should never have gone through.
Shut the fuck up.
Really,
it's
it was
fully
between
legal.
me. I'd say Gussie were favourites leading into the playoffs, but then CeeDee Lamb he was playing like Jerry Rice out there.
I was just steaming.
DJ Moore just had no answer. And we went down with a slight fight, but we definitely went down in like the first 2 rounds. Like it wasn't really much of a fight, to be honest. So Fletcher came first, came up with me second, Gussie third. So and then Potts was still talking gibberish.
Playing for the Shield.
I had a rough.
Possibles and
I had a
probables, not on
fucking
either.
rough one.
Yeah,
You know when you finish your draft and they do like the
You draft the
projected
Garrett
like where
Wilson
you're going to be
at first
sitting.
round.
I was fucking first, cunt. No, I picked Derrick Henry first.
Now you know why he didn't go that good. Old man Derek.
Anyway,
One last thing. So I want to ask you boys, who before we get into the current, the present, not living in the past, what your most valuable player was, whether that's your best player, the one that exceeded expectations last year, and also your MDP, who the most disappointing player was. Who I've got mine set in stone.
Yeah, I don't
So,
how about you kick us off then, mate?
mate, I want to get the hate out of my system. My MDP. I'm not excusing this because I probably would have taken him, to be honest, but I missed the draft, the first pick, and the computer selected fucking Austin Eckler. And somehow I managed to get still up there. And mate, he was running like he had fucking chalk in his bones. Like he just did not want to be there. He was like some fancy god. I was so keen to watch him like talk about his 30-point weeks, and he was rage inducing. Like I'd start him when he was coming back, and it just
it's that RB1 curse.
RB1 exactly. The only one that, like if only I didn't have CMC, but mate, I could have had some Joe Blow off the street.
Who did you miss out on? Like that was still available in that pick that
I'm trying to think.
could have
So
got.
I missed the first round. CMC was already taken, so it couldn't have been dirty on that. I'm trying to think who would have came around that. Who would have been the top RBs last year?
Think of players who were around. You had your
Yeah.
Bijan, you had your Brees Hall.
Brees Hall would
You
have probably
had
been a good pick.
you also had, Derrick Henry. You had him, so
To be honest, Josh
Jacobs.
he still had. So really, I probably didn't miss out on much. But
No, Saquon was still available.
yeah, even so, probably
Alvin
he didn't ruin my
Kamara.
season, but he was disappointed. My MVP was either DJ Moore or Amon St. Brown. DJ Moore more of a mean pick because.
I think it's
He had those
I think
big
it's
games.
I think
Yeah,
it's
big
St.
games.
Brown.
But St. Brown
Consistency.
is consistent, and
Throughout
I'm
the
looking
season,
for him this
but
year.
DJ Moore is the real stellar,
Yeah.
just one gamer.
Exactly.
He's a diamond in the
boomer
rough.
bust,
He's a diamond in
whereas
the rough.
Amon's
DJ.
just he's solid. So what about you boys? Who? Flagger?
Yeah, I would say Josh Jacobs was probably my disappointment. Week to week, I was just waiting on for him like a 30 bomb, but it was just constant under 10s. CD Lamb was probably my MVP.
Probably.
He was my MVP, but shout out to Nico Collins.
Oh, yeah.
He put
had
up
a few
some
big
big,
games.
Yeah,
big
Nico.
performances,
He rolled me as well.
running those Hail Marys.
Good wide receiver.
So yeah, and Tank Dell. Pretty much just the Houston Texans.
Yeah,
They come through at the end.
I have a big hatred for Texans now.
because the trade with Stefan.
Or no, because he towed me out. Still sore from last year. Where you, Gussie?
You going on me? Okay. Well, CFC, like, let's be honest, he's the best in the whole
Put the
competition.
mic close to you, man.
It's closer, mate. CMC was my MVP. He, I'm pretty sure I was in the bottom 20% of the world who ever had CMC that didn't make the finals in any fantasy that there was.
A stat you're very
There
proud
was,
of.
there was a stat I seen online about it. My MGP, he started hot.
Did you draft a single rookie, by the way?
Who'd I have? Rookies.
Because the way that
Nah,
I looked
I
at your
didn't.
draft was kind of like a classic draft from like 2020.
Yeah.
That's the best way I could
Oh,
describe
no,
it.
let's just... let's just...
Yeah, Derrick Henry is definitely a rookie.
Let's give our viewers a bit of outside
else?
intake
T.
of what's
Higgins?
happened. So in the draft, Aiden's looking at me and looking at my team, and he's in the chat going, "Oh, Gussie's team's going to be coming last."
That's right.
There was a
of
talk of the town that the last place was going to be smoking. It was going to be Burl and crack. He was going to be smoking crack, and Aiden's in the chat
Which we'll
going,
get into later.
"Gussie's going to be the one smoking crack." Little did he know, CMC takes him to the friggin' promised land, and he's up there. And my MDP, he started hot, but Devontae Smith, he let me down.
True.
But even AJ Brown, like I
That
drafted
was so
AJ Brown.
frustrating though.
And you drafted
I had
and
AJ
you
Brown.
traded him, yeah?
I drafted both the Philly wide receivers because the year before they both went over 1,200 yards, and I was like, beautiful. If I can get those two, I'm done. Ended up trading AJ Brown to Brown,
Yeah.
and he went really good, and I was just like, fuck, I shouldn't have let him go. but then they both fell real bad.
AJ Brown just didn't show up and had a Tampa
Nah,
tantrum.
like they got a couple 20 bombs or like 24 point bomb games, but 10 points
Yeah.
in the end. Shit.
Yeah, it was like buying a Christmas present for 2 children, like your kids at Christmas. But it's the same present, so they have to share it. They never had fun together.
Yeah, it's like having
I feel like that was
the twins sharing a room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's another.
yeah.
So, what about you? Do you have an MVP?
Can't. No, I had to fucking really think hard, but I'll start with how my season went.
Here we go.
With the MDP, because it's
Okay,
a disappointing
okay, yeah,
season.
yeah.
Pull your head in. My most disappointing player was Garrett Wilson by fucking far. Can't. First game, Aaron Rodgers going down. I had fucking envisions of this cunt going plus 40 every week.
I can see it this year.
And no, you can't. Shut the
can.
fuck up.
I
If
can
you take Garrett Wilson off my
I'll
hands,
take Garrett
alright?
Wilson 100%.
God. Anyway, Garrett Wilson can shove it politely, and then my most valuable player would have to be Mike Evans.
He is consistent.
Week in, week out,
He's
that
the
can't
more
fucking
same
Mike
20,
Evans,
25. Thank you very much for coming. I'm pretty sure he finished as like a top 15, top 10 wide receiver, didn't he, by the end of the season?
Easy, I think.
Yeah, so it was good
Very
to it was
sneaky
good to
top
polish
10.
up around him. But yeah, those boys were great from Tambucker last year. I think Baker Mayfield resurrected his career there, which was great to see. He got the contract he deserved because he was on his last legs after leaving Cleveland. So
I saw a quote. He was passed around like dirty laundry. He said, and I think that's pretty apt.
fucking hell, says the guy wearing the grey jumper.
Fun fact about
It
Mikey
has been
Evans.
washed. I want to tell you.
10 straight seasons, he's had over 1,000 receiving yards
True.
for 10 straight seasons.
Analytics with Gary.
He's got go gadget arms, doesn't he?
He does. He's like
Extendo.
6'5". He's like the aggressive catch in Madden. Just throw it up to him.
The fucker who's down there. It's the Mikey
Oh,
Evans.
Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
Calvin
You're pressing triangle, you know? Aggressive catch.
Yeah, exactly. So what about your MVP?
I fucking said it, mate.
Who?
Mikey Evans.
Mikey
we
Evans.
just discussed
Oh,
it.
that was very quick. Yeah, my bad.
We spilled on it
You
for
was
5
stunned.
minutes.
I was expecting
stunned.
more.
I can keep going. I've got heaps of MPPs, mate.
Oh yeah. Well,
The
valuable
first 3
question,
rounds
but-
and then
Well, that's good. We got that out of the
Yeah. By the way, I was 3-0, and then all of a sudden I was 3-11. So I wouldn't fucking.
Typical Derrick Henry, living in the past. Okay, so I reckon it's been a pretty quiet off season since post draft. I feel like there hasn't really been too many storylines, but the big one at the moment is Brendan Ayuk. Gussie's a big fan of anything Niners related. I'm not sure. Would you call yourself a Niners fan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Niners are my dogs.
And
I like the
so
Niners.
the recent situation is that Ayuk's formally requested a trade. Whether he gets it or not, that's a different situation. Do you boys think there's any chance he goes?
There's a bit more to it, where like from what I'm seeing from the sidelines. So he's a bit
In the camp.
On the side.
from the sidelines.
sheds.
Now, not being his manager.
He texted me the other day.
Oh well,
Fucking-
mate.
He wasn't
Strange
sad face.
stranger things have happened. Anyway, so there's talk that he wants money like the St. Brown deal that he just got, which is roughly around the 30 mil per year. Now, I don't think he's quite at 30 mil a year. I'd give him probably 25, 28. Again, that's a good ballpark
He's
figure for
currently
him.
on his rookie 5th year option for
Yeah.
14 mil, which is a steal for the Niners.
Which
but
is it's unreal, and I'm pretty sure they'll look to franchise tag him. So and he'll probably stay there this year. But I reckon he will move on. There's talk that he might go to Washington because he played with the quarterback Jaden McDaniels
Jay Daniels.
or Jaden Daniels, the Heisman winner. He played with him in college, and then there's also talk that he might even get shipped out to Las Vegas for the Raiders for Devontae Adams for a clean swap, apparently.
And also Patriots are in there as well, because you're
saw
not
Pats.
you're
Yeah,
not
I've
just
seen
you're not
Pats
just
play.
thinking about you're not just thinking about you're not just thinking about like where he's gonna be best fit. It's who can fucking afford him. Like what's his salary
The
cap
Patriots
space?
have got huge space.
But the
Huge.
thing is, I don't think there's a very small chance that Niners deal him. Like, he's got no leverage in this situation.
Nah.
Like, if he doesn't play this year, he's losing out on money. No team's going to want him.
And it's
And no
sad.
one wants to sign a receiver that's, like, going to get in 40 mil. He hasn't signed
He's a
a
gun.
contract yet.
I rate him. I'm going to look at drafting him early this year. Like
yeah, you do that.
he was
Go
for me. He
I-
was Mr.
that
Consistent
deal.
out of my side.
See, I'm the opposite. I wouldn't draft him. Flegger, would you draft him?
I wouldn't, mate.
Why is that?
Gary's got him.
You don't like his
Same
haircut,
for
long hair.
Gary.
He's one of the steeziest route runners in the league. Let's be honest, he's got a clean route. It's so
But this
nice.
is deeper than routes, mate.
But
the cunt's trying to chase money, and he's going to be so fucking greedy.
And he's worth money, but not what he's after.
Well, that's another thing. Like 49ers would have. I think Purdy hasn't signed an extension yet, and that's going to be a
he's
massive.
still rookie.
Yeah, because that's going to be a massive cap dump. They who else? They
just
got
signed
Bosa,
CMC.
They got like CMC. He was on a good deal, but they're
2
going to have
year,
to run out of money
28, I
soon.
think.
Yeah. You remember that like quarterbacks are paid the most, right?
Yeah.
Out of any NFL team.
100%.
Then wide receivers, and if they've dumped a bit of money on CMC, they haven't got much left. I'm pretty sure the cunts have
they've
got
given
no
him
fucking
2
money.
He gets the tips.
He got 2 year, 28 mil. I'm pretty sure off memory.
Or something like
14
it's very surprising. It was pretty-
14 mil a year for the work that he does that's dog
Everyone
food.
talks about inflation, but running back money, that's where it's like, that's the market that is just...
It's
Like
it's gone down.
2008 housing crisis. That's what CMC is like at the moment. He's owning a Merriweather house, but it's worth 10 grand.
We don't
on a
live- we-
window
we-
budget.
yeah.
budget.
We don't live in Newcastle, by the way, if you're thinking that.
Oh, true. We're also Australian, which we already said, but if you haven't picked it up yet. Yeah, sweet. So okay, quick yes or no. Do you reckon he'll be on a different side this year?
No.
I reckon no, definitely no.
I don't think he'll be on a different side this year. I think next year is different though.
Yeah, I think true.
I reckon it'll be like a Latrell Mitt saga. he wants to leave, big money and this and that, and then he'll go, and then he'll be nothing.
So and then
grass is greener kind
so
of
you
thing.
think he'll realise that what he had was good at the 49ers?
Fucking oath, the cunt's winning the Super Bowl. Like, what are you trying to do? He's obviously trying to make
He
a
chasing
bag.
rings. He chasing at this
True.
point in his
It's
career.
probably the best spot for him to get yardage and stuff like that because they're such like a committee, but the wins is there's no better team. You want
He
to
was
be on.
true wide receiver 1 last year, I believe, over Debo. He had more receiving yards than him.
Pretty sure Debo was out a fair bit, but
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was. Debo's a dog. Don't
He
get it
also
twisted.
had a
Debo
hold.
is a
I
dog.
didn't realise. I was looking it up. Debo also had a recent holdout as well. They're not like Niners aren't. This is not their first time they've had to deal with this.
No.
Like they've had Nick Bosa and Debo and that holdout before, so they'll probably get it sorted. But
Yeah.
whether it's under table sort of stuff, I don't know. But
Well, you reckon like Uncle Nick,
maybe
like Nicky
maybe
Politis
tonight, little brown paper bag.
at the pub here, boys?
One more I thought we probably won't go into too much, but Devontae Adams.
Oof.
I was an owner of Deontay, so I was unfortunately had watched a lot of Raiders games last year, and they were dog shit on offense. He had
Yeah.
hospital balls galore, so I don't blame him for this. But is he a diva or just a little misunderstood? Because there's a recent receiver, I haven't actually watched it, but receiver on Netflix.
I've watched a bit of it.
I know Flegger has.
And I think it's fair enough. He's a top tier wide receiver, and he was just given the shittest hand.
Yeah.
Jacoby Myers was putting up almost better numbers than him.
Jacoby Myers.
So that's insane to hear, eh? 3 years ago.
I'm hot on Devontae. Hot as on him.
So what do you think about the talks of him, like, saying that he's getting killed out there, he's a top 5 receiver, he misses Aaron Rodgers, all this sort of stuff, yeah.
I wouldn't put him in the top 5. I could definitely say he's top 10.
But if you're the Raiders, are you upset by that? You can sort of understand where he's coming from, though. He'd be
Yeah.
frustrated as hell.
Look, there was a game, pretty sure we talked about it the other day. It was against the Lions. And Jimmy
Yeah,
G threw
he
this
overthrew
ball
him.
downfield. And Devontae Adams is wide open. I reckon I could have fit 15 semi-trailers in between the next defender and Devontae. And it goes 40 metres in front of him. Like, he needs that. He needs a good QB. And who'd they bring in? Minshew. So they go from Jimmy G to Minshew. Wow, boys. He's really giving him help there, aren't you?
He's gone from the Mercedes down to the Falcon, down the, I don't know what the
Down to
next
the
one
Hyundai
is.
gets.
So,
What do you reckon, Bugs?
fucking mate, I didn't watch many Raiders games. the only
good on you.
association I have with Raiders is going to JJ's and buying a pair of shorts. So
If you go to the Kent, you'll see a lot of Raiders.
Yeah.
yes. So I honestly I like Devontae Evans as a receiver, but I think we didn't get to see the best of him last season.
Oh, 100%.
I just fucking hope that he reaches his ceiling because he's still in the prime of his game. He's getting on, but like he's still in the prime of his game. He just needs someone to throw a fucking good ball to him, and then
He still had a good Raiders year before then. It's really just that last year, and he still had like a good year. So
I reckon
I reckon he's back
it's
up.
just the QB situation.
Honestly, I reckon
It's all-
Minshew's an upgrade. So we'll see. So the next one, we thought we'd dedicate because our origins are based on fantasy. We should do a dedicated fantasy segment just quickly, and in honor of our rookie. We're rookies to this, okay? So I thought we'd put a limelight on the rookies in a fantasy perspective or non-fantasy perspective. Who you think is the ones going under the radar? Who you got your eye on? Just anything rookies related. If any of you boys have any rookies you have your eyes on?
I
Whether
can
good or
kick this
bad?
off. So I'm a Cardinals fan.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Are you fucking serious?
Surprise. Here
I'm a big Cardinals fan, right? And I've been living in the limelight for trying to see them go through to the Super Bowl for fucking the last 30 years. That's how old I am. The problem is that last season we had a pretty rough run where we're just pretty much feeding the running back and maybe a bit of tight end. James Conner. And to the point where he injured himself. Exactly. So I'm looking forward to finally seeing Kyler Murray back at the all-time height of 5'1", but throwing to the all-time height of 6'4" with Marvin Harrison Jr.
Get on his back.
I cannot wait. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. We do miss out on Marquise Brown because obviously he's at Kentucky now, and that's great for fucking... What, cunt? That's what the name of the team is, isn't it?
Try again, mate. It's not that.
Chiefs.
Yeah, what's the K?
Kansas.
Yeah.
Kentucky.
You think you're looking good.
I thought I was looking good for a second there.
You had them pulled. Nah, keep going.
Anyway, Marvin Harrison Jr., I'm keen to see him break out this season. It'll be good to see Kyler finally back in the quarterback spot. Who was Josh Dobbs? What's he doing? Is he at fucking...
He's at San Fran. He's at San Fran.
Yeah, but doing a PhD on the side, I think.
Is he? He's at San Fran. He's Purdy's number
Back
2.
up.
Yeah,
well, there you go. All right, well...
McBride at the tight end there too.
Yeah, I think he won't get as much reception now that Marvin Harrison is there because he's just a better wide receiver than all fucking the other four.
That's
last
such a
year.
big upgrade.
There's talk
know,
that Harrison Jr. is going to be
swapped out the Falcon for the Isuzu. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's talk that Harrison Jr. is going to be like a top 10 receiver by the end of the year in the whole NFL.
Hopefully, but you take a gamble on those sort of cunts. So we'll see how he goes, but that's who I'm looking forward to out of all the rookies so far. But you've got someone that you got your eyes on, mate.
I do. Braylon Allen from
Kentucky.
No, not from Kentucky. He was the running back from Wisconsin. In college. Canaveral. He's a running back from Wisconsin, and he's now at the New York Jets. And he is a big boy. I'm hot on him.
How much Gussie loves this bloke for a backup to Breece Hall.
He
Breece loves him.
He's going to be a 2 to Breece Hall, but so Breece Hall's stock's going to go down because he's coming in.
Is that good, you reckon?
But he's good, man. He did summer workouts with Derrick Henry before the draft.
And you got to think about the Jets.
So
not looking good.
No, it looks good. The hype that Derrick Henry was giving this kid is it's next level. And I've been following him even when he was playing college ball and that, and I rate him.
You know, I actually reckon he's going to see a fair bit of ball because think about the Jets and their fucking options can't. Is Lazard still there?
I don't know.
No, they got another boom or bust receiver, Williams.
Williams from the Chargers.
They're throwing a fucking fucking small buckets out there.
Yeah.
So I reckon Breece Hall's going to get a fair bit of flogging.
Yeah,
they got no choice.
Doesn't help when you had Sam though at quarterback, to be honest.
No.
It's a bit of an upgrade.
But I do think this guy is going to get a lot of.
He's going to get touches. He is, and he's a big body. He's a big boy. If I'd be treating him even though David Montgomery is small, as soon as they get to the 1 to 2 yard line and they just want to dish the rock straight off of the RB, that's where you'd insert him.
Tell you what's funny, we watched a movie last night called Inside Out 2.
There's what star rating?
Star rating
out of 5. What'd you give it out of 5?
Yeah, what?
I got a 4.
Okay,
I'm going 4.5. Yeah, I know. Call me
just
crazy.
Just because you had the hots for Riley, mate.
Riley? Off camera. No, Riley was stuck up.
Let me get back to my point. All I was trying to say is that this cunt is built like fucking embarrassment. I don't know if you've seen what he looks like.
What?
Embarrassment. Last one on that. Gussie's I can vouch he's a strong fan of that bloke because he went and showed me a photo of him. I think he had a crop top jersey on the other day. He's like, look at the unit on him.
And
look at the rig on him.
He's huge.
Yeah, you don't have to look far. It's on his fucking.
One other person I do want to add in there. Sorry, I'm big on rookies. Huge on rookies. Yeah. I really want to see if Xavier Worthy out at Kentucky gets his praises. He's quick. The only thing I think is going to let him down is his weight and his size.
Yeah, he's not in the best situation.
He's going to be like Devontae Smith. He's got speed. He can run a route, but it's that weight. He's not heavy.
It'll be interesting to see him and Hollywood Brown. They're very similar.
And Rasheed Rice.
If they just have 2 deep threats and Kelsey underneath, or
do we reckon Rashid is going to be.
He's in the shit.
Oh, true.
He's out for half the season for that hit and run.
Yeah.
He fucking just quietly while we're on that, how fucking stupid do these NFL players have to be? Any famous person have to be like you
holy
and
fuck.
like NRL boys do it as well. Like fuck,
say,
if
we
you're
need to do a
famous and you're in
segment on-
sport, all you got to do is keep your head down and just fucking stay out of trouble and stay out of the paper. But you still end up getting drunk, driving a car, smashed into a family Tarago, and fucking doing the runner.
All it is just like the modern day fucking Adam Sandler. What's that film? Fucking 40 yard something rather.
The longest yard.
The longest yard is that?
That's it. That's all it is, mate. These cunts getting behind the wheel, right? And they end up in prison.
Paul Crew.
Yeah, and they end up in prison. Paul Crew. That's right.
That's gonna go on the movie list. But that'll be up there with an A, I reckon.
Yeah. Do we reckon that these blokes are growing up watching Paul Crew, getting on the piss, and then just kind of like living out their fantasy?
Do you reckon the rise in NFL related like crime and stuff is because of 2005 longest yard?
It'd have to
be a
weigh heavy on
correlation.
it. It'd have to
I reckon
weigh
we need to
heavy
get a
on
graph
it.
up.
They obviously didn't watch Coach Carter though.
That's true.
Do you reckon we could send out? Do you reckon we could just find all the emails, Gary? You get all the emails.
I'll
this
get
week,
the emails.
and we'll send out a
Well, you know
survey.
Brandon and I use, so
We'll
yeah,
send
I'll
out
get
a survey monkey, and we'll see what they say.
As
See if
well,
he gets back to us.
we could also put a poll up on our
Have you-
Instagram and get our fans to vote back on it and see what they have to think. So viewers, if you can jump on that poll sometime this week, we'll get an answer for you.
Just imagine CMC answering, have I had a DUI before?
Shit.
Just steal.
Who's this fella?
What about you, Fleck?
Why is he liking all my stories?
Who's your rookie?
Who was I saying before? Fucking
Rocky.
Rocky
Bowers.
Bowers.
Yeah.
That's a tight end name if I've ever heard one, eh?
He just looks like a big...
Mate, no, don't fucking insult me like that. Jakey Ferguson, all right, is the best tight end name I've ever fucking heard in my life.
He's a typical tight end. I like just looking at...
I just wanted to say, Jakey Ferguson is like Jakey Travojevic. Like,
Yeah,
I can't
he's
help
a
myself.
Jakey
he's
T
a
of
big
it,
ball player. He
and
gets on there for about 20 minutes and they swap him out. Sorry, Flegger. Keep going,
That's
mate.
right. I was just looking at him as a Laporta potty type thing.
Classic name.
Just want him to go in there and hit the fucking season running.
Yeah.
Like,
Put shit everywhere.
put up some good numbers.
That's
Yards
bro-
after
that-
contact.
Get him on the
Smash
waiver
mouth
wire
Raiders
week
football.
3.
Yeah,
Ready to go.
that Brocky Bowers.
I'm surprised none of us have said that quarterback at
I've
Chicago.
still got one, but anyway.
Oh,
fine.
Caleb Pateman Nails
Yeah.
Williams.
No, I guess
Yeah,
if you just,
yeah.
I've
I
still
wouldn't-
got to pick
I wouldn't
my
touch
rookie,
that,
but
eh?
anyway, it's all good.
Yeah, Mitch Brown hasn't that is yet. What's the go there? Shutting down all speculations. He was going to choose Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams. is my next- no, I actually did have a list. I've got one serious one, and I've got a little diamond in the rough who probably won't see any playing time. I'm very keen for preseason because this next bloke. But
me too.
anyways, first guy, I reckon. Well, this is a cop out. I'm looking at the backup RBs, Coram and Benson.
Coram.
I think both of these, especially, I think Benson may get more time to shine this year because I think Connor's out next year, most likely. James Conner?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Cardinals
He's
are
most likely out. So I think it might be a bit of a, practice run for him this year, so they might feed him. Coram's pretty much more chance if Kyron, I think he's more of an insurance policy. But Kyron has had his injury issues in the past.
RB from
He's
Washington.
had a great college.
He won the
Probably the best.
bowl last year
Yeah.
at Washington. He freak.
So those two, that would be even good to see if they get splashes and a few touches. That would be exciting to see. But my big favourite is I should have learned how to pronounce his name. I think it's Audric Estime. He's 5'11", 230 pounds. So
You're gonna have to give us a bit of background on him now. I've got absolutely no
so
idea.
he's he got drafted by Denver in 140. What would that be? Like later rounds. And slow as a wet week, 4.7240. His weakness is, I feel like this is pretty important for running back. He doesn't really move laterally very well, apparently. I looked up the scouting
So if you
report.
run a few dives, that's about
HP
it.
dives, I think, all day. Maybe you get him in the sneak every now and then, a bit of wildcat formation. But I think he has a strong catch just purely because Denver's in shambles. But the reason why I love him, and you boys probably don't get this reference, there was a running back probably 10 years ago with Robert Griffin III at Washington.
Yes.
Called Alfred Morris. Alfred the Butler Morris. He ran a 4.840. He drove around in a 91 Mazda 626. and he was slow as a wet week. And if he was just running straight, he's good. Any sort of like wind or anything like that, he'll be slow.
He's out.
So, he's more like the
He
Jason
can't jig and jag, can he? He's just straight line.
He's more this is the jag, not the jig and bar.
Fucking hell.
So-
So we'll be seeing no sweeps from this guy.
No, we won't be. No pitches. If he gets a toss, you know it's going to be a loss.
He's just running like this. He's just like, give me the ball.
But funny enough, he also shares the same 40 time as Terrell Davis, who was a Denver Hall of Famer. So maybe that's a
So this bloke's at Denver.
Denver.
And he's sitting behind. Is it Devon?
Is it Jaleel McCall? No, it's.
Well,
we got
the
got a few.
RB.
Devon
No,
Williams
it's
or some
Javonte Williams.
Didn't the guy from Cleveland just get there? Hunt?
Oh, fucking
Kareem Hunt or whatever his name is.
Oh,
Isn't he
he's
Denver
pretty
now?
I just know
fucking washed,
Denver's
mate.
running backs just open for
Isn't he?
whoever has a good
Yeah.
game. So whoever puts a hand up, you're like, yeah, you get 20 touches. Buddy.
You're in this week, mate.
You got good quads. Let's chuck you
Let's
on
get
there.
you in
can't,
there.
You can't sidestep.
You
can't
can
do
run.
darts,
You
all right?
can run straight. You're
You
in,
can run
mate.
straight. HB dive. You know that play? Yeah, let's go, boys.
They've just gotten rid of Russell Wilson too, so
True.
yeah, that
New
slot's
era.
opened up.
I reckon it's the Aldrich era. But yeah. So I think that's my
That's your hot
price,
take.
Yeah. But in terms of fantasy, I'm trying to think who I'm looking at. Really, I think Marvin's a bit too high for premium. I don't really want to pay a first, second round.
A
pick for
rookie
Marvin.
that early is
No, I've learned from experience that I'm not fucking ever going to do that again.
Experience. Who's your? Oh, Puka.
Yeah.
you got him off.
No,
No. Sorry. I was thinking about Garrett Wilson because he was a sophomore year.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
second year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like again, similar sort of shit. Like he was there, no
That
one was
wasn't his
there.
fault though.
I don't know. You're gonna say it's fucking ridiculous, and you kicked up a stink just before. But Garrett Wilson, if Aaron Rodgers stays healthy, mate, I can see the ceiling being very high for him.
Because fucking, you know what's going to happen? They're going to run their offense, and the only option that poor old cunt has is fucking Garrett Wilson.
No,
And they're going to double
We're gonna
team
have a
him.
Devontae situation.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You think?
Oh, 100% can't. Like,
I
don't
can't
be fucking
see
stupid.
You're
I
killing
reckon-
me, Petey. You're killing me.
I reckon. I mark my words, viewers.
He will
and-
see
and
some
crew,
balls thrown to him, but he's not catching many of them.
1,200
You'll do
receiving
all
this
these,
year.
yeah.
You're heard it here first. You three and the viewers. I reckon he's going for 1,200 plus this year. No,
That's a
seriously.
bit lukewarm.
Yous all said that when I said that OKC were going to be the number one seed in the NBA, and
that-
fucking guess who
shut the
called
fuck
that, and
up.
guess who come number one?
Shut the fuck up.
OKC. Well, they did make the finals.
That was me that fucking said
You're
that.
fucking full of
So
shit. You don't
where
even watch
are you going
basketball.
to pick him up in the draft?
Yeah, where would
Wilson.
you be comfortable?
Oh, I've
No,
got
no,
it.
no.
I'm approaching
Marvin
it.
Harrison.
Marvin Harrison. I
Where
reckon.
do
I
you
don't
feel
reckon.
comfortable?
I
What's
don't reckon
an
I get him.
overpay?
I reckon I get it probably second, third.
Yeah, I reckon I'm the same.
You can't. He's someone
I'm
you
not
can't take
taking
in the
him over
first.
Puka and Mon.
I'd take him over Puka. I'd take a risk and take him over Puka.
Puka's going like.
I definitely. Amon St. Brown he's going well before Marv.
He's yeah.
I would-
Say
I'd-
Mon.
I'd
I think
take
it's more
Ayuk.
Devontae.
I'd take Ayuk before
Mike Evans. Would you take him over Mike Evans?
No,
He's
just
going around that.
strictly
No,
off Mike Evans being 10
think
years
he's
over
going
1,000
higher than
yards
Marvin.
every year.
Ah.
It's Mikey Evans over him.
Consistency.
Yep, Mr. Consistent.
Yeah, I agree.
I just don't like.
I
I don't like the age of Mikey Evans. I reckon he's just getting a bit on.
He is, but his numbers are still.
You bought him at a low and sold him at a high.
Mate, I fucking bought him.
No, I'm giving you
Like,
credit.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I bought him like 8th round.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way I'm fucking drafting
He's-
that cunt
It's
again.
like
Third
Keenan.
round now.
It's like Keenan Allen. You drafted Keenan Allen very
Keenan's
late,
gone. He's getting so disrespected.
and he's what 31 years old, and he had his best yardage. His best yardage and probably best year he's had his whole career last year at his highest age. And he's gone to Chicago now, where he's probably going to be still true wide receiver one. What do you reckon?
Yes.
Do you think
Who's
he's
that?
going to Keenan
Keenan.
Allen? Is
Keenan
it Chicago now? He's
That's
got
a good question. They got DJ.
They got DJ.
Keenan, and they also got Rome.
Rome Odunze
Caleb Williams.
and
Caleb
Caleb.
Williams. He's from for 6,000.
Caleb Paint Me Nails Williams.
6,000 yards, can't.
He's going to have a sore rotator cuff at the end of the year.
Now he has got some big shoes to fill. A lot of talk. Like
Taylor-
he's the
Fields
fir-
didn't really
he
have
is
that
the
big a
first
shoe,
rookie.
like, but
He's the first rookie to come in as a quarterback with this many
He's talked a
options.
bit of shit too.
And his nails
Yeah.
painted.
Yeah, and his nails
True.
painted exactly. It's like Israel Adesanya. Fucking paints his nails and shit. Need a Shawnee,
Nothing wrong with that.
need a
Nothing
Shawnee
wrong with
Strickland to come in.
that. Just a bit of personality.
Let's just say he's had the complete different entrance to what Bronny James had. Or
Yeah.
has.
Hopefully he has a better entrance.
Bronny's got to get out the gutter. He's stuck in there. He's stuck.
Yeah, we shouldn't
Did
even
you see that
brought
through
him
the
up,
other
eh?
day? He's on fire.
I've seen it on like 7 different NBA pages on Instagram.
Can't wait for Bronny
Keep
to be
resharing
like He's got big shoes to fill. Larry Nance Senior and Larry Nance Junior. What an all-time combo. Imagine them in the park just fucking hooping and just dunking on little kids. Anyway,
Nance Junior and Senior.
What'd you say about little kids?
You're in a park with little kids.
I was watching, mate. I wasn't fucking playing.
Okay, next. On to the next.
Anywho, next topic. We've noticed TikTok and like the IG reels are pretty popular, so we want some short, like funny talking points. I thought a good point to start with, we'll give it back. So, hang on, what am I going to say? We'll go, this week we're going to rank last place fantasy football punishments. Keep it lighthearted, keep it a bit easy. You guys don't know yet. I've got a list here.
I've thought of a few. Like,
have you?
Yeah.
Maybe we can.
I'll kick us off, but with last year's punishment as doing a glass barbie.
No. How about you give a rundown of, because there was a bit of a timeline with that. Like, we're still waiting on last year's punishment.
Right. Yeah.
So
I reckon this is a bit of an elephant in the room. This needs to be addressed.
Yeah. So for the thousands of listeners out there that aren't up to speed, we basically ran this competition out of the gym, and we're all just mates that train with each other. So we've never done NFL fantasy before, but now we're the professionals. So
number one in Australia.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. Basically, we were trying to decide like how we do the draft, and like we were going to do like a competition, like I don't know, like an Olympic style sort of event. But it just turned out to be just like a randomizer through Google and search engine, which was very underwhelming.
I thought it was quite good.
Yeah, we just ran out of time. Yeah. There wasn't much organisation.
Very prepared.
No, but we're going to try and be more prepared this season. So, we basically just went through the search engine, did the randomizer, and then as the season went on, we started to talk about punishments and that because, I don't know, there was definitely one person that was getting pretty close to coming last that people wanted to see hang out the back of a fucking glass barbecue.
I don't know who.
He's definitely not in this room right
now. But we'll talk about this season as to like what we should decide as what will be our S, A, B, C, and D tier for punishments. So we started with glass barbie. Obviously, we weren't going to do that because it's for some reason illegal.
Unhygienic.
Yep.
What?
Yeah. Like,
I see people do it all the time.
Yeah.
We're not going to do it.
Mate, there's this guy that I see down at the park watching these kids get dunked on by Larry Senior and Nance Junior
in the grey hoodie,
and he's sitting there and he's with his fucking bottle. Like you think, what you don't want to look like that.
Yeah, right. Okay, I guess.
So we went from glass barbie to you have to do a stand up comedy, and
we also had tattoo. That was in there.
I actually rated the tattoo.
I fucking rated the tattoo.
Get into that.
And what's that? I think a listener just asked what they get tattooed. Flego, you want to explain?
Yeah, do we have a set thing?
Yes, mate. I thought you'd
know.
It's fucking
an NFL team.
An NFL team
logo,
of all of our deciding with the most votes, like who they get. So the shittest fucking logo. Yeah. We could probably talk about that another time. Like who has the shittest fucking logo? Browns, mate. Chicago's a C.
Yeah, I hate to. You really are good with some things, and there's some things I don't agree with. But that.
What do you mean, Kentucky Chiefs aren't going to win?
Kentucky Derby.
That's the best thing you've ever said. The C for the Bears is garbage.
C stands for Kentucky.
We got a bear right there. We have a bear right there. He should be the logo of Chicago.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
They definitely should be a bear on the logo. I don't know.
A tier list of the best and worst looking thing would be good one day.
Yeah, I reckon we get into that next week. That's a good one.
For today, we do have a tier list. So I've got a few examples. We can throw on some add-ons at the end. But so I want everyone to rank these fantasy football punishments from. How do we say? I reckon not from the loser's perspective, obviously. I reckon it's from the enjoyment and of the creativity. Some of you can remember. Maybe you boys can all have your different.
You can remember a tattoo when it's on your, that's for sure.
It is meant to be a punishment, not a fucking. You're not getting thrown on a roller coaster at the music.
So I'm going to throw a very tame one to start. Loser gets a trophy. Loser's trophy. I'm not a big fan of this one.
Bit boring.
Nah, that's
plain.
You sign up to have banner and a good round of fucking.
Only if they're paying for it.
Of course, it comes down to funds with Aiden.
Can
you claim it off tax?
Because the winner, the loser.
Can I stick my logo on there?
The loser will still say, "Well, I still won something." Yeah,
but no, then it's like they don't really care. Like the whole point is having a punishment, so you actually care.
Yeah,
and you try, so then you're not.
You're not that guy. Yeah.
Well, you don't want to come last. Like
if I
fucking Flegger won and got a trophy, you fucking put it back up on the trophy shelf here in the gym.
I'm telling you right now,
I'm just saying that straight as D.
If I walk in with my loser's trophy next year and Tan looks at that, it's going straight in the fucking bin.
So D's last, yeah?
D's last, yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting that D.
S is for super.
D. That's D. That's right.
D. That's one of the most tame ones. I've got. We'll get this one out of the way. Open comedy mic night.
Oh,
I think that's pretty good.
I think that's very creative.
I think that's S. S
I'm
caliber.
S straight
The thing
up.
is that like the fact you can actually fucking prepare to have a good hit at it and that make the fun out of it. Like I reckon,
Especially because all the boys could go.
if
there,
I
have
would
a
have
few
done it and I would have
Oh,
worked
fuck
really
you.
fucking hard.
But
Yeah.
you didn't come last, hey, so.
No,
Yeah,
so I
so
wouldn't,
that's
I wouldn't
true.
know.
But you
I wouldn't
tried
know.
to-
Josh
hard
Kelly,
not to know.
he's had about what 6 months to get his skit ready.
He's gonna have a good stand-up routine.
Would've done it last
He's
night
doing a
as
world tour.
Right.
Yeah, I reckon it's great. It's original. It's something you can record, so it's memorable, and everyone can have a laugh at, and it's something creative.
It's nothing painful either.
Just- painful.
Just
Like-
Kel, if you're watching this, mate, don't hold the mics like these two because they look like they're holding a pair of fucking you know what. Right? That's the only tip I can give you.
Hey, you could at least give us a stand or something. You,
What's a mic? Who's Jude?
So I wouldn't be upset about S. In all honesty.
I give
know
it
it's
S.
too soon.
I'm gonna say
we-
A personally. A.
A.
I reckon there's still something out there that
Okay.
we're missing
I
out
do
on.
have a
That's
few
not
different ones.
quite.
Honestly,
That tattoo just fuck.
so we'll put it for A's now.
Yep.
Okay. What have we else we got?
Mate, you on Tinder or in your fucking notes? What are you doing?
Bit of both. Got
right,
both.
I'll
I'll
add
be
my
right
one
back,
in.
boys.
I'll add my one in. So I don't. It hasn't got a name for it yet. I don't know if you guys have heard this thing, but it's 6, 4, 6, 12, something like that. There's 4 things.
Oh yeah, I know. And it's like
Five phone number.
no, you
five-
eat
you-
12
it's
donuts, you sink
donuts.
6 beers.
No, you get
or
to choose. So there's donuts, wanks, beers,
kilometers ran.
Kilometers ran.
Yeah.
And you've got to. So there's, yeah, there's
So you got to do them.
No,
No,
one
no,
of
no,
them.
no, no,
And
no.
you gotta
Miles.
pick
Sorry,
which-
sorry, viewers.
which one.
Miles.
oh,
And it's
kilometers,
not
same
running.
thing.
Fake,
have to
fake
choose.
Don't need a joggers.
You have to choose out of those 4 numbers which one you want to do. So you could do 4 wanks, 6 beers, 24
Who does
donuts,
that?
and buddy, whatever the rest was. Or you can do it flip away, whichever way.
But you have to do
Wait, you
those
have to do it,
numbers
and it's
of
in-
those
in a
tasks.
24-hour period.
All right, Mitch. What are you doing, mate? If you're last, which we think will happen.
So same again. We got
So you
wanks,
got-
donuts,
Wanks, donuts, beers, and kilometers ran.
and it's 6,
I think-
12, 18, 24.
Think,
Four?
think
Is
about
it
all the
4?
GPP
I
you've been
think
doing.
it's 6, 12,
So you got to do 24 Ks.
18, 24.
That's not really zone 2 territory, which everyone knows GPP out there. That's the god tier. Your gains will be insane. Zone 2. So that's a bit too far. I reckon I'll go
Get your coach dad in
beers
GPP.
24.
And get a run in after 24
you wanna-
minutes.
you
You
wanna-
gotta do it the
24
same day.
24 hours.
You got 24 hours to do it. You wouldn't want to. You wouldn't want to
That
be
changes
around
things
any
up.
fucking
Yeah, but
verandas
which
or
order do you
anything.
have to do them? Any order?
No, it's just
You just
whatever.
have to complete them at whatever task.
Well, you can do the run first.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Let me plan this out. So I still reckon 18, so 24 beers. That's to celebrate at the end of the day.
That's
Put that at the
fucking
end.
a
There's no-
lot.
Wait, are you serious?
I'm a heavy drinker.
18
I
beers at the
can't.
end. 24K run. Wait, no, 24 donuts. 24 donuts.
24 donuts is, I reckon
Fuck,
that's
that's hard, though.
it's
I
got to
don't
have
think I'll
24
eat it.
donuts.
What donut? With Krispy Kreme or
Yeah,
what?
Krispy Kreme. There's
Fuck,
original.
that's-
How
How about you go the other way around? Work your way from the bottom
I
up.
haven't thought this out at all.
See,
I can't plan
see,
this.
I'm
I'm just trying to avoid the lengths.
You go on, Flegger. How would you do it?
Thought.
How would you do
So I would do the least amount would
He's
be
thought of
wanks because
Are you doing it at the start of the day or the end of the day?
space it,
mid-run.
space it out.
In between.
As he's running through the park and he notices that bloke doing a fucking glass Barbie watching Larry Nance and Senior Junior dunk on kids.
24 donuts
Just run on firmly track.
and then 12 beers. I reckon 12 beers is pretty safe. So, and then the run, whatever that is, 16, 18.
18.
That's probably pretty reasonable. You thought that
I
out.
think
did
that's
not think
pretty
that out.
a pretty good baseline.
Are you planning on coming last, mate?
Never.
He's
Gonna come
he's
full
thought
time.
about this. He's thought about this, hasn't he?
All right, move on.
Okay, wait,
I reckon
that's CB.
That's fucking pretty hectic, man.
No, but like,
No, but
no,
like-
but
no
like,
one's going to
you know
hold
what-
up
you
to
know-
do that.
No, this is
No,
the
it's
thing
funny.
though.
You can't
It's,
really
yeah,
report
it is pretty
either.
extreme.
And it's
No,
a bit drawn out.
That's what I was about to ask. I reckon, like, Flegger, are you asking whoever comes last to record it so they can show the boys?
Oh, it's just an honesty policy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know, there's
How do
some
you
people
tell
that
if
are
he's
snakes
done
these days.
if he's beat the bishop that many times?
Oh, you'll know if they've done it.
Bit pale, big right arm, front. Or left arm.
They
Whatever.
look like Flegger in the winter.
They'll look like Paul Crew
Just
walking
real
into fucking.
quietly, we got a Marshall Mathers cosplayer to our left here, straight from 8 Mile, Fleet Masters.
Straight from the Windy City sticks of
He's
Porter
about
Gutter.
to call me Clarence. Okay, I reckon that's CB.
I'd go.
C,
I'd go
I think
Fuck that.
C, bro.
No, but like it's
I'd
also
go-
creativity funny.
I'd go. Yeah, the creativity would be higher, but the practicality of it would be a bit lower.
Yeah, I agree.
Creativity's an
It
S.
sounds good.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
principle.
creativity.
Practically a
through the
D,
roof,
probably
man.
a B then.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Body waxing.
that's not bad.
Lose
I,
ass.
I would love to see Bowl get waxed.
Everyone, yeah. For those not aware, Bowl is quite a hairy.
Man.
No, I wouldn't say he's that hairy. It's just that like
It'd
He's
hurt
not
him.
really that hairy actually.
no, it'd just be funny and watching.
I'll get
him
my
get
eyebrows waxed like once every 3
No one's
weeks.
ridiculously
honestly-
hairy,
honesty.
Yeah, so.
Exactly. So it's
And
not
it
too bad.
fucking hurts, man. It fucking hurts.
Look, I reckon this will be funny for the time, but whether it's memorable, you could record it, I guess. But they get out pretty easy, honestly.
Yeah,
I reckon
and
that's
it's
very
pretty
short-lived.
short-lived.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you're not hairy, it's a bit biased too,
Bit of
because
cross
if you're hairy or not.
bit of cross contamination here. The waxing and the tattooing.
At the same time.
You have to get an NFL team logo waxed into your body hair.
What?
I don't think any of us have fucking hair that dark.
Yeah,
mate.
we don't have enough hair to.
Oh,
Well,
mate,
I can grow my mane out on the chest. It
I'd
gets
give-
pretty hairy.
I'd give this a C.
Yeah, I go C too.
It's pretty bland.
Yep.
But, you know.
You shave your legs. Why don't you just throw
Here's
them out?
a
wax them?
classic one, the 24-hour Macca's challenge.
I fucking love this
But Macca's even 24 hours now.
one. Yeah, no,
Are
you
they?
Yeah,
know,
mate, fucking
In Portugal, they're not.
when
Yeah,
you
well,
when you
yeah.
drive when you drive home
You got Red Rooster. That's
down
it.
the road towards I won't say which suburb Macca's to get a
Yeah.
Chalky Jake.
Yeah.
every day after training, by the way.
Still wild.
It is 24 hours.
Is it?
Cardiff's 24.
Because they use.
I just said the name and you just fucking know. Anyway, keep going.
yeah.
I just said thou shut up your name because fucking we're gonna get fucking sniped or something.
Oh, true. No, not Cardiff.
Someone's gonna hold us ransom.
That's UK Cardiff, I meant.
UK.
Yeah, we're actually in Newcastle in the UK.
I just realised our fucking logos are everywhere, so they're probably gonna fucking see it
No,
anyway.
doesn't matter.
Oh, it's your gym.
You want 10% off this week? Now come down and trade.
We're not at a gym by the way.
Just guess where we're from. I reckon it's got to be above C because it's pretty classic. Like,
But
everybody
like-
look is pretty classic. It's pretty simple.
And then.
But what are you doing in there?
Are we
What's the doing there? You just sitting in
Oh,
there?
so for those not aware, it's 24. So the baseline is you spend 24 hours in a Macca's. The loser does, and they have to stay in there for 24 hours for every Big Mac or quarter pound or whatever. It takes an hour off.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah, I get you. So however many burgers or
eat
etc.
12
you
quarter
get
pounds, You only
through.
got to do 12 hours.
Fuck. You'd
I
be
saw this one where they
throwing
had a
up, wouldn't
whole
ya?
spreadsheet done out with the whole Macca's menu, each item, and how many minutes it takes off.
My mates from back
Oh,
home
so
did
it's-
them.
yeah,
My
that's-
mates from back home did the Maccas last year as their fantasy punishment. And they did the 24 hours, but you had to eat 24 cheeseburgers. And the first bloke that he was in there and he smashed 10 down. And after the 10th one, he straight in the toilet. He's vomiting. He's coming out,
Vomit streak
eating
minus
more,
3 hours.
eating more, and then he's vomiting again. He's eating more, vomiting again. He ended up getting through 18. Man, I'm pretty sure he was there for like 13 hours.
I've got a soft spot for this one. I'm leaning towards B.
Shout out Richo.
Yeah, I'd go between B and A because
It's a bit of drawn out. Everyone can laugh. You can go to the Macca's there. It's funny to see some. It'd be also socially awkward for the bloke doing it. Like, imagine telling the Macca's, the 16-year-old behind the counter, mate, I'm just going to stay here for 24 hours. You can't get rid of me.
I reckon B tier.
Be
personally.
pretty good.
Okay, sweet. Got a couple more.
Have we done tattoo yet?
No,
Yeah.
well, we can go to tattoo.
I reckon S.
Tattoos S.
Mate, I reckon
It's fucking
I don't know.
elite.
out of all the
I don't
ones,
know,
like,
S.
it's a
Is
good.
it the same as comedy night?
It's better.
I reckon it's better.
Wait, no, comedy night's A.
I think it's better.
I
It's
reckon,
S plus.
I reckon S and you get it on your ass or something funny like that.
I think it's good because it's funny as and like it's not that bad.
I think the person should get to choose where it goes. If everybody else is doing the
yeah.
like, if everyone else is picking the logo, you should get to choose where it's going on your body.
Yeah, that's
at
I'm
least.
fine with that. Yeah.
I'd get a fucking
But you don't get to
49er
choose what the
straight
fucking
across
logo
the
is. No,
chest.
you wouldn't.
yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I'd get a 49er across the chest,
Would you say 69 across the ass?
mate. yeah, right. Yeah.
No, he didn't say the ass part. He just said. Yeah,
I just said I get 69.
Do you boys got anyone? Any punishments?
I had the Macca's one.
Yeah.
I had the Macca's one.
The
The stand-up comedy's also like it's.
Well,
I would love to see some bull riding.
oh,
Personally,
that's a good idea.
Oh,
That's
I
but the thing is, you fuck man, you just want to get everyone involved, wouldn't you?
I got one. We all pitch in together and we buy a kayak, we fucking sent him down some whitewater rapids. Like nothing too hectic. I'm not talking Grand Canyon spec. Like if there's any, even if there is any fucking rapids. Yeah, I'm talking like get him in a little river and see how they go. And just
what about doing a bodybuilding show?
Yeah, I've got 3. Just
no prep work, just straight in.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
We all pitch it. Yeah, that's good.
I've got 3 more.
I'd hate to come last.
So I reckon this is pretty lighthearted. Calendar shoot.
Hey?
Calendar shoot. So
I
the
like
loser has to do, a 12-month calendar shoot, but each month is in a different pose that the winners
a different costume.
Can we keep it at the gym?
Yeah, it'd be
it can replace fucking
damn it.
the firefighters.
I come last.
I like this one because it's pretty like it's a lighthearted option. If someone is a bit nervy about doing something fucked, this is like a good sort of option for those that are like a bit of a laugh, nothing too serious.
I'd do
And
that.
it's going to be there.
Wait. Can we could probably decide that we actually figure out what the punishment is by the end of the season when we realise who it is that is last.
I think it needs to be set in stone.
It needs to be set
before the comp even
starts.
starts.
Everything, yeah.
It's the same as how we figure out our draft order. We need to come to that.
A really good way to decide, I think we'll just give it to the viewers. They can vote.
Punishment.
Yep.
All right, viewers.
Yeah.
So we list the options. And
A, B, C, or D. Smoke crack. Smoke crack. Sorry, sit in a park and smoke crack.
Snort crack, inject crack, hot box crack. I was going to say a name that we're all probably aware of, but I won't say
No.
I thought you were talking about Jut's coffee machine, dude.
I'm putting that. I like that one. I reckon it's A.
What?
The calendar shoot.
Yeah, A is pretty good.
I'm harder option.
I'm hot on the bodybuilding. No prep work, just
I
straight
like
in.
the
Book him in.
bodybuilding one.
Book him in on a day.
No, but the problem is the bodybuilding one. It's fucking expensive, man.
Yeah, everyone pitches in. How much is it?
What?
You've
comes
done
back to
to
money.
enter it.
About 800 to $1,000.
To enter it.
No,
Yeah.
we're not doing that.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
way. No way.
And all of a sudden it just got down to D.
Yeah,
Money got involved.
that just got to an F.
Okay, I've got one more and we can throw in some others. But so we got what's our S at the moment? Just
Tattoos
Tattoos
and
by
comedy.
itself.
I think comedy's in S. I don't
No,
know.
we got
Comedy's A.
or S.
Because you got cunts like Josh Kelly who can't fucking talk in front of a mic.
Oh, Josh Kelly is the Tom Travojevic and Jake Travojevic of NRL when it comes to
an
microphone.
This is a very creative one. So the loser has to busk in a public place for an instrument they've never played before, and they can't leave until they get a set amount, like $50.
That's
Holy
pretty good.
fuck.
I love that
do
one.
like that.
That's pretty good. I'd get on the
that
triangle down Beaumont Street.
I reckon they should be able to pick the instrument, the loser, but they can never play it before. I love that one.
That is good. I don't mind that one.
Yeah.
I don't. What? All right.
It's funny. It's socially, like, it's out there in public, so it's like a bit butterfly inducing.
Let's rate it, and then I'm gonna spin off that.
Well, this is the thing though.
Yeah, that's right.
You can play a fucking instrument.
But I won't.
7 of the other cunts
That's why
can't.
you would give him one that's like a triangle or something like that. Like.
Saxophone.
Imagine Mitch
Imagine
Brown on the triangle down the main
Square
street.
and just fucking blaring out.
We have to apply for a permit.
It's always come back to money, mate. Stop ruining it. Think about
Well,
money.
I'm gonna say for that one, I reckon B.
B. I want that in S, in all honesty.
I'm not going
Nah, I
S.
can't go S.
We thinking
Can't
A?
go S.
I'd give it a
I think
high
A,
B.
yeah.
I think high B.
I've got more of an A plus on mine. A. I think that's leaning towards A.
You're a
low A.
you're a musical
All right, let's go
type,
A
Liz.
minus.
But like,
Instead
you
of
can
a
record,
low A,
it's
yeah.
like memorable. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna die on the still, but you can record it.
What about
Back
I have
with
another
Google
one
Photos.
suggestion? What about you grow your hair out, as in just the hair on your head, until the next draft,
Thanks
and you
for
shave it,
clarifying.
and you shave it at the draft.
Nah, I don't know.
That
'Cause
just sounds like my cycle
D.
I used to do when I was fucking a bachelor.
Do you
like,
reckon?
realistically, it's not going to be that much difference.
Not for you, anyway.
It'd be pretty funny seeing Josh Kelly with long hair.
You're just thinking of Josh Kelly punishment.
Do you shave it and then grow it out, or is it just flat?
No,
No, from that point of when you lose.
Jacob
you
Henry
start
with
growing.
long hair.
Oh, God.
Talk
He looked like a girl, honestly, from behind.
There's talk he's not doing fantasy this year as well.
Really?
We'll touch on that later.
What's that?
That's behind.
So that's behind scenes, behind curtains. We'll talk about that later.
Just quietly, if anyone's out there,
No
that's
love
joining
lost
the
though,
league,
Jacob. Like,
wants to
still
join
love
the
you,
league,
mate.
We've still got room, so
Yeah, actually, yeah, that is true,
we
guys.
are pretty shit at fantasy, even though we talk a lot of
We
shit.
have
we are pretty shit, so.
we have one spot actually open. Our fellow
He was the founder
Tobias.
last
He
year.
was the founder.
Founder.
He's not doing it this year. He wants to focus on himself a little bit more because it is time consuming.
Wasn't he doing it already?
Does taking it up? Nah. So, yeah, we're taking someone
Wish
on.
the best of luck.
Yeah, wish
Big miss.
him the best of luck.
Big
He
miss.
was a good.
Very influential figure.
It was a good fantasyer.
There was
last
nothing
year.
better than coming in after beating him and fucking giving to him. It was the best feeling.
which was very rare.
Very rare. I think I beat him once and he beat me once.
So
I
that one
beat
time.
you twice. That was all my 3
No,
wins.
he beat me once.
Tobias beat me
Twice.
Once.
Twice.
And he beat me again, didn't he?
No. I think I had 3 wins.
Yeah,
I beat
that's-
you twice
That's
and I
a bit
beat
of,
him once.
Shakespeare, fucking irony right there.
Talk
Came
about
first,
talk
got
about
dusted by
lowering your
last.
standards.
Yeah, mate. Play down. That's my boys played down. That's what they did. Unless if you guys want to add any finishing words, I haven't. That's it for the day for me.
Surely we can
Want to
keep
touch
going.
on?
Pretty good. I reckon that's a good episode. I think.
I think that's a good start.
I think just what to expect from the unnecessary roughness fellas over the next, I guess, like we've got
10 years?
45 days until
Oh,
the,
true.
until
Pre-season.
the start of preseason. So
Yeah,
what you can expect in lead up to that point is obviously us. We're going to be talking about any news trades or anything relevant that's coming up over the next month. But also like we're going to mainly be talking about fantasy, obviously, because that's what fucking
Big off-season talk.
big off-season talk. We'll probably make a number of episodes talking about like who our like top drafts are, who not to draft, all
More
throughout.
busts, yeah.
Yeah, all throughout like certain positions, which I think is going to be really valuable to the listeners because we want to try and actually like get people more involved in the conversation of fantasy football
Have
in
some
Australia.
substance.
Yeah, because it's fucking fun. You know what I mean? Like we didn't
Good
realize
fun.
how good it was
100%. Good
until
social.
we started.
We didn't realise how good it was until the season ended and we were
It's-
fucking bored shitless.
Not overreacting, but it's like euphoric. The feeling I get. Mock draft. Open up a mock draft.
I wake up at 4:30 every Monday morning
Just tell myself.
to get ready to watch the game before I can go to work.
And also we got like big idea, like we got projections. We can still do Super Bowl picks. Everything like that. We got lots to talk about. So we can.
Yeah, we got futures to get into as well. Yeah, we got a lot to get around.
Well, thanks boys. Thanks everyone for listening.
Yeah.
I think that was a pretty smooth, relatively smooth thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, just keep an eye out for Audrey.
Audrey,
Audrey. I need to look up how to
Audrey,
pronounce his
Audrey.
name.
who the fuck's Audrey?
Can't move.
Run it
solid.
straight.
Run it
Oh, fucking Denver.
Yeah, and Brennan Ayuk, mate, if you're listening, like I know you are,
Yeah.
please don't leave.
That's going to
mate.
give you a call, give you a
Don't
slap on the
leave.
back of the head. And
It's either going to be Gussie or it's going to be the Kentucky Chiefs.
One of the two. We'll let you decide though.
Sweet.
Right, see you next week.
Thanks
See ya.
everyone.
That's it.